Let's get out of that. Ooh, hey everybody. Well, I just got this in the mail, and before I open it, I had to clean it. I had to spray it down with some disinfect. Anything you get now in the mail, if it's a package, it's highly recommended that you disinfect it. So that's what I did. I disinfected it and cleaned it, and then I cleaned my hands and everything. Um, Always be safe. So um, what's in the box is a decoder that I got from Scale Trains. Um, I am so excited about these new version 5 decoders that I decided to get me one. And as you can see, there's no tank cars on the layout at all because I am preparing to take the layout to the build the layout, and all the tank cars and engines are up there in the closet. Um, that's where they're going to be for some time. So as of now, the layout is going to be down for some time. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do this, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not in a hurry this time around. Like I said, um, the most important thing right now is to just get the track up, finish getting all the buildings off the center table, and taking it from there. Uh, let's see. So, like I said, I had put all my engines. All the engines are in a box. They're all boxed up. Like right here, there's the 4, and here's the 5th one. And what I'm going to do is put my version 5 decoder in the engine, and before I put it in, well, after I put it in, I'm going to program it because I got a version 5 decoder for it. The decoder that's already in here, I'm going to take it out and use it as a spare. Since it's essential, I can't change the sound, but I always want to change the sound on my engines. And so that is the actual plan, is to change the sound. So we're going to turn this baby upside down like that. Hey, boo-boo. How you doing, boo-boo? And I know we're going to do a small operation. Like I said, it's not hard to put a decoder in these. It only takes a total of 4 to 5 minutes to do this whole process. First thing is you take the couplers off, because that's pretty much what holds the damn thing in there. And that's the hardest thing, is taking these dang couplers off. There's my rail clippers. And I'm going to take the other one out. That screw there. And it's supposed to just come straight out. But it's on. There we go. And we got that box off. And now we flip it over and we slightly, gently take the top off. The top comes off. See, this one has extra weight. These are the extra weights that's in these decoder, in these engines, which give us that extra weight for the power to drag whatever you want. And man, when I say that power capability is there, it is actually there. So we're gonna gently slide this off, gently. You don't have to put a lot of force. Plus, I don't want to ruin the pins. And it comes off. See? Set that in there. Now, we're gonna move this over. Open up the box. Candy! See? Yeah, more candy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. But that's not a bad thing. See, what they sent me was the decoder They sent me the coder with the speaker wire. So if I ever decide to get a Sugar Cube speaker, I can use this. So when I get my get a 4-axle, actually I can hot damn. Now I can buy, more like I'm gonna buy a $99 Scale Trains operator, take that decoder out, and put this decoder in. And then all I have to do is just go buy a Sugar Cube speaker, which only costs 11 bucks. Hot diggity down. Thank you, Scale Trains. Now, what I'm gonna do is put this in, but I'm also gonna tape this down so it won't be have an effect on any of my electrical components on here. So put this in, and then we take this. Where's my electric tape? Electric tape. Now I know I got some damn electric tape around here. It's in the other closet, in the train, in the other. Let me go get that, and I'll be right back. Strangest thing, and yet funny at the same time. I just had this electric tape just in my hand the other day, and I can't find the damn thing. What the hell? Oh, hell no. Tutti Frutti. April Fool's from hell. Where the hell is my electric tape? Damn, right in my damn face. And I got 2 rolls. It was sitting right in my face. If it was a damn rattlesnake, it would have bit the hell out of me. Oh well. But I found it. Yay. That's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these speaker wires away from the so that nothing happens. So we're going to put one, that one at the top, and then turn around and grab that one away from the other one. One will roll like that. And then I'm going to tape it to the top of the metal frame. Now I tell you, this metal frame is pretty dang heavy. I mean, this thing weighs almost a little over a pound. I won't say over a pound, I'll say a quarter of a pound, but it makes the damn engine heavy as hell. All right, we're gonna take it over to the programming track. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? You doing all right, Mark? All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check to see if this thing works, because it's very important that it does, or else I'll be sending it back to Scale Trains, and they'll be sending me another one. So let's go down here. Make sure this is plugged in. Make sure it's plugged in. Make sure the wires are connected. It's on the track. Let's go to programming. Put it from this side. All right. All right, we're gonna go into decoder reader. We're gonna read the decoder, see what it is. First thing, always read your decoder. Loading user interface. It's taking some time to load. All right, it is loaded. Now we're gonna go to driver's tab. I'm gonna turn it on to see what it is. Oh, we definitely want to fix that. Damn that. do is go to lock sound, go to sound files, go to lock sound 5, version 5 decoder, but that's a version 5. Go to Lock Sound 5, North American, Australia. If you do not want to go to Lock Sound North factory equip, we are going to put in we definitely need to take that sound out. That's heartbreaking. It's very heartbreaking. It is depressing. It is horrible. Gee, it is. So we're gonna look at dynamic break, flame squeal. See, the version 5 has the handbrake. Okay, that one sounds good. That's the that is the 16 FDL sound version. That's in the C44 C44 the dash 9, but I believe that's the other dash, the dash 9 something. I'll have to go back and see, but the one that I want to put in here is the 16.7 FDL, 16 year, 16 wide. This one has a little bit more power in the sound, more of a chug in the sound. Well, in the smoke, in the chuff, in the smoke, but this one is more powerful. But the number one thing I'm looking for is the flame squeal on the F7 and the flywheel brake, because I need both of those when I do the switching. So the flame squeal is on this one. The compressor, we gotta have a compressor. There's a little bit more functions on this one. More the bell, the dynamic brake, flame squeal, radiator fan, dimmer, headlights, handbrake, the handbrake. And some they say the flywheel brake, but this says the hand wheel brake. But let's see what the sounds. Well, let's find out what it sounds like. Okay, this one sounds similar to the 16 FDL, the original 9-9 or the -8. Plus, it has the correct type of handbrake that I want to apply, just like the my other engine. So we're going to try this one. I'm going to try this. I'm going to download this one. So we're going to grab this. We're going to download. It's accept. And now it's transferring over to the Lock Sound Programmer, to the programmer. All right, it is. So we got it. I'm going to open up the file. All right, Mark, thank you for coming. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to program this that I got in, so it shouldn't take long, but get back to work. I'll talk to you later, man. All right. First thing first, we're going to change the your address from 3 to 4, so we're going to have a longer address. So we're going to erase the 128, and we're going to put in engine number. It's 9698. And then we're going to add that. We're going to push next. We're going to write the decoder to the address to the decoder. So what I do two things. First thing, I put the address into to the engine. Then I go back and then add the sound file. And I want to make sure that I get the sound, the engine number in before I put the sound, which doesn't take long, which don't take long at all. Okay, so I'm going to go to driver cab. I'm going to push go. And it worked. So the engine number is in, and instead of being under 1 to start up, it's under 8. So right now I want to check something. It said the handbrake was, what's the handbrake? I need to know what the handbrake is. It's F14 is the handbrake. So I haven't put the sound file in yet, but I did put in the address. So that's done. So we're going to go over to go back, and now we're going to add the sound. All right, it's going to take the last version 5 decoder that I took, the last time I added an address to one of my decoders, it only took it 5 minutes. This is supposed to take up to 30 minutes, but lately it only takes 5 minutes to upload the sound. Figure that out. And something has happened. I don't know what happened, but it's not doing anything. I gotta see if this thing is even uploading. Oh, it is uploading. Shoot. Well, it's shown here on the thing it's uploading with the light there, but it's not showing uploading on the computer. So the thing is it working? Because if not, I can always start over. So we want to start over. For some reason, it didn't take. So once again, we're going to try this again. We'll go to download, do it this way. It's a lot faster. Just go back to and download it again. All right. All right, it's writing the sound data now. For some reason, it wasn't doing it earlier, but it is now. Try. All right, it's doing it. It's going to take about, it says 30 minutes, but now lately it's been doing it for 5. So it's a toss up in the air on how long this is going to take. So while that's happening, I am going to be putting everything back up. I'll put my engines back up. Like I said, I am tearing down the layout. Um, this to stay out. This, we go back in the box, which I will save just in case if anything happens to that decoder, I can send it back. And there's one thing about scale trains and Locked Sound and all of them is that they are good on their word. When they say it's warranty, if it's under warranty, they really mean it's under warranty. You can take this back to Locked Sound. Whenever you get one, you can take it back to Locked Sound, mail it back to them with a letter in it explaining what happened. You don't have to call them. Explain it to them what happened to the decoder. And without any questions asked, if you want them to put a sound file in it, tell them what sound file you want in it. They'll download the sound file and return you with another decoder. Plain and simple. Just write a letter. What type of, put your name, put your phone number, put your address, make sure it's in the original box. Sometimes it don't have to be in the original box because I'm sure they're going to figure out what it is. Tell them what type of version decoder it is, version 4, 3, 5, and explain what happened in the letter. And that's pretty much it. And tell them what type of engine it came out of so they can put the sound back in the decoder. If they can't fix it, they'll just replace it. And make sure you put the type of engine it is so they can replace the sound in it. And I will send it back to you within less than a month. They're a little backed up right now, but I guarantee you, ever since I've changed over, I've sent back 4 decoders so far, and I received all 4 back. 2 of them, and 1 of them in version 5, and 2 of them was non-sound decoders. But I guarantee you, this is better than Digitrax. They're better than Digitrax. They're better than MRC. They're better than NCE. You don't get a lot of hassle and bullshit. So I guarantee you, you will get your money's worth out of these decoders. Plain and simple. So I'm going to put this decoder over here, that box over here. I'm going to leave this stuff here. So when I get done with the decoder, I can put the engine back. We'll put it on the track. We'll test it, see how it runs, and that's that. Also, in the meantime, I'm going to be taking up my switches. First thing, I'm going to take up all of my switches, get them off in here. And that is the plan to get this done as well. So, while that's going on, I could be, like I said, I could be useful in removing all my switches. The beginning of a stink. All right, that's 1 down, 10 more to go. So the plan is, my agenda for the next, today and tomorrow is to pull track, pull up all the weathering, recycle the weathering as much as I can because I'm going to use it again on the layout and take it from there. So y'all get the opportunity to actually see me in action, working on this shindig, picking it up. Another day did quarantine in America. Do not touch. We're almost there. That's a quarter of the way. We got like not long. From the looks of it, not long. All right, it's almost halfway done. Well, I'm looking for my scraper, my potty knife scraper, and I don't know where I put it at, but oh well. We'll just let this soak for now. But in the meantime, my main priority is to get up the switches, get all the switches up. And get it off the layout. Jesus. Damn! That was down. It wasn't a lot. Oh, to make it stick like that. We're almost done with the downloading. See how easy that is? When you put the ballast down first, then put the track over it after it dries, and then add a little ballast in between. This stuff ain't gonna come, it'll come up, but it won't come up with a lot of ballast on it. So as you can see, there is no ballast on it. So this was the first time I ever tried to do this with the ballast. I put the ballast down, glued and ballasted the ballast down, and then laid the track on top and add a little bit of ballast just to give it that blend to look as if it's in the ballast. That turned out to be a good idea this time around. So I'm going to use that technique again. And then all this paper, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this paper up, throw it in one of my containers, put it in boiling hot water, and let all the ballast fall off the paper. When it falls off, and then I can recycle and use it again. So there are so many tricks of the trade when you want to save ballast, and this whole layout has about a whole ballast of 2 bottles of ballast, most of it recycled, that's on here. So that's one of the things I'm going to be doing again. But this time I might not put it down on paper. I'll just put it down on the board and then turn around and put the ballast down. And there, like I said, there's not a lot of ballast everywhere, which is a good thing. So I'm going to come back in a little while. Hopefully this be uploaded then, because it's taking longer than I thought. So I'll be back. In the meantime, I'm going to be picking up, pulling track up. So until then, I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right? Bye.